I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan. Your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the fucking hours it takes to get some power. Don't be fucking sour, take a cold shower. Scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder. And fuck all the doubters, they're just fucking downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm pissed off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. Let's go. I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen when everybody wants to be king. Yeah, they all wanna ring. Yeah, we all wanna be free. So show me what you got, what you bring. How you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing. Do you got heart? Are you mean? Got some scars, got some needs. Are you willing to go bleed? I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm pissed off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm pissed off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
Every time we pull up, all you're gonna see's American flags. American flags. American flags. And every time we pull up, all you're gonna see's American flags.
Aloha. How's it going, Ronnie?
Steve? Going pretty
How you
good. How
doing?
about you? Man,
Good.
I'm a rocking right along. You know, feel like spring chicken.
Nice. That's always a
Like
good
rotten
thing.
egg.
Check this one out. What do you? Well, I know you already seen it, Ronnie, but what does everyone else think of this? I love it. Oh yeah,
Oh, I love that one. That's one from last night. Yeah.
that definitely catches your eye, huh?
Yeah, and you know what? I just put mine up for tonight, scheduled mine for tonight, and I was in a hurry because I wanted to make sure I wasn't running late for yours. And I forgot all about the, what do you call them again?
Oh, the thumbnail. You can still go
Thumbnail,
back and
yeah.
edit it. You can still go back and edit
That's,
it in StreamYard, but
that's what I'll do. I'll go back and edit it. I certainly will. Man, I'm glad you reminded me of that. Remind me again before we go off here so I'll be sure to remember it.
yeah, definitely. What time are you? Did you schedule it for?
9:15. You have got a big old cigar there, hadn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Damn cigar almost big as you.
Dude, I got this. Maybe 3 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago, and it came in. What I do with it? It came in just a plastic sleeve, right? So came on one of these, this plastic sleeve.
Uh-huh.
But then I had this from like a couple months ago, which is empty, but I put it in here just hopefully to keep it more fresh or whatever. I totally forgot I had it. And then I was about to throw that container out, and when I lifted it up, I was like, "Oh wait, what's in there?" And I was like, "Ah, shit, brand new cigar. Forgot I had it."
Well, so it's a good thing you didn't throw it out. You wouldn't be smoking it right now.
Hey, and I'd be out a few bucks.
Everybody in chat, Steve is not only a cigarette man, he's a pipe man, and he's a cigar man. No telling what kind of man he's going to be next, but
I do it all.
I'm telling you. Oh, you know what we were
Yeah.
talking about last night, Steve? Just bring this up right quick before I forget it, about Maui.
Oh, yep.
And, and I'm not saying that this is true. I mean, I saw it right maybe about 15 minutes before we came on, but somebody is saying, now this is on Telegram, and take it or leave it, however you want to do it there, but somebody's saying a Chinese satellite was spotted shooting the U weapons down there in Maui and setting things on fire. And what they have planned is, now this is the way it put it, was for all of Hawaii to be a 15-minute city. You know, those crummy little cities you want to stuff everybody into.
Right.
Hey, Red Pill, Chris, Steve-O, William. Who else we got in here? Meemaw Patriot, Fish Keeper. They got quite a
Fish
few in there.
keeper. Steve-O.
Oh,
Well, it's going to be a damn good show.
hell yeah. I can't believe William hadn't already announced that. You're lagging, William. Come on.
Yeah, you got to say it, otherwise it won't come true.
Absolutely. Got to think it into
Butterfly.
existence. Butterfly is here. But that would be, if that is true, and I don't know why else those people would have been burned out. I mean, somebody burned them out. But those 15-minute cities aren't good, to say the least. So, just. And
Right.
again, I'm
And you said
not.
China, too, you said?
Yeah, China is supposedly the one that they caught firing the beams down from the satellite. So,
Damn.
and I just saw it. I hadn't had a chance to check anywhere else about it. That was the first I saw of it. So I just want everybody to understand. I'm not reporting it as an out and out fact. I'm just saying that that's what I seen right before I come on here.
Right. And right, Echo, like they always do, they blame it on something not.
Hey, Chris Cat. Hello, what?
Chrissy Cat. Aloha.
Don't let them lie. They're going to blame me. Oh, they're going to blame others. Okay. Well, they generally blame me, so. No, they're not going to tell us the truth, what? That's for sure. But I think that those fires were definitely caused from DUs. Now, who used them for sure? I don't know. But DU weapons, I would say, are pretty darn sure bet.
Yeah. Yeah, there's one red pill put in there. It's a little long, but I'm saving that. I'm going to definitely read that in a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll forward it to you. Or, yeah, it's one in chat. I'll save it. I'll save it in chat. There you go. Where'd it go? Right here. Start. All right.
William says, Steve and Ronnie have another show. Show us all. They've got a damn good show. There you go, William.
Damn good show.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Yeah, brother. Just
I
trying
should
to
get
me
I
trying
should
to
get the
say, yeah,
soundbite for that.
yeah, you need to.
Oh, man. I didn't even think of that. Damn. I'll have to get it for next time.
just trying to say that, yeah, brother, it makes you feel like you're constipated, and you got to squeeze that out,
Right.
Yeah, come on out. Celebrities land not burned. Well, that makes
What the hell you say?
saying that. Yeah, brother. That's what I said.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that sound clip for next time. That's perfect. Sorry if anyone's got headphones on. I forgot that I had that turned up. Sorry about that.
I got them on. Didn't bother me that much.
Hey, I turned it down though, just in case. Oh yeah, that's true. They never say yeah, brother. They just say yeah, yeah.
Now, I got the brother part from Nino
Wrestling.
Rodriguez. Yeah, and
Okay.
I think that's where it came from. Yeah, but Nino got it from them, wherever he got it from. But he adds that on, and so I just added the brother part, the brother part.
And Hulk Hogan used to do that too, right?
believe
Yeah,
so.
brother.
He was big enough, wasn't nobody gonna say much to him one way or the other. He
Hey,
was
Boltonator. Aloha, brother.
he was the Hulk.
Yeah, I didn't get into wrestling that big much, but I did for a very small time because I remember when I was real young and I was living in Dearborn Heights at the time. I was like, I don't know, 10. But they had this like local wrestling thing. It was supposed to be like big time wrestling, but local. And when I seen it live, when you see that live, I don't care. It's way different than on TV. So it really got me into it. Like, wow, this is exciting, man. Even though I knew it wasn't real.
How is it different?
It's just, I don't know. It's one of those things. It's like seeing it live in an action. It's just way more entertaining.
So you can get into it more when it's live.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's kind of like a football game. I mean, watch them on TV is one thing, but seeing them live is another. So
Right, yeah, exactly.
I would have to agree, bro.
It's more entertaining. And, even with that, like even though I knew wrestling's fake, and sorry for anyone that thinks it's not, but I could still see like, yeah, it's not fake, but I could still see how they get hurt and how much work they put in to one match, It's like,
Oh yeah. Well, they rehearsed it one side and down the other on the pro side. I think that's why it's called pro, because not only do they get paid for it, but they have to choreograph stuff, and all that. So, and that's what it seems to me anyway. I agree.
You
with you.
definitely got to be in good shape, man.
Oh no shit.
And some of the stuff's real. I mean, when they slap each other, or like sometimes if they're off a little bit, they do end up catching that elbow.
Yeah.
Or getting hit, but.
Well, you know what? They wouldn't even have to slap me. Just the wind from the slap would hurt me.
Right. I know, and plus that's the other thing. When you see those guys in person, it's like, I mean, they look huge on TV, but when you're like in person, it's like, damn.
I know. Again, it's kind of like football. I watch football on TV all the time, but at college mainly, and the guys look little. I mean, they look like pee-wee players on TV.
Right.
But then you stand up beside one of them, and it's like you stand up beside a damn giant.
Right? Yeah, it's like, holy shit, it's a monster.
And no kidding. The hell, I was 6'2". I don't know what I am now, but I had to look way up.
Right, yeah, being over 6 foot tall, and then you're looking up at someone else. It's like, damn.
I know. And most of the ones that I have seen were high school players, even freshmen. I walked into this back when I was doing handyman work. I walked into this woman's house, and I don't know what I was there to do, but I think he was 14. 14-year-old son came walking down the stairs. I mean, this dude was huge. He was big. I bet he looked to be 7 foot tall and about 300 pounds. I mean, boy, was he big.
Damn.
I said, what in the world are you feeding that boy? she
That's
said,
a big boy.
she said, he eats us out of everything. I can guarantee you that. I said, oh, I believe you. Believe me, I believe you. He had that
Never
big.
much leftovers, huh?
I don't think there was any leftovers. It probably wasn't ever refrigerator left. William says, Ronnie, you don't want to mess with me. I've got a damn good track record. Yeah. I ain't gonna mess with you, William. You're too good of an announcer. Chrissy says she loves your own air sign. That is pretty cool, ain't it, Chrissy? I got to figure out some of Steve's stuff here. I hadn't got that up town and everything yet. I don't know how you do that stuff.
What's that? The
own air sign behind you there. Well, I mean, I know you got a green screen, but
oh yeah. You could you could do. I don't know how good it would work for. Well, it seems it's pretty light out where you're at. But if you go in, if you hit settings at the bottom of the StreamYard,
mm-hmm.
and then hit virtual background, and then you should have two. For you, there should just be two. Everything else I had to download, but like you could do the brick wall or the apartment with the piano or whatever that is.
Oh, really? Well, anything look better than my background. Maybe I'll do that tonight.
Yeah, you can try it right now and see what it looks like. See if it works. I mean, it should work. I just don't know how good it would look because the lighting or.
And now I go to where now? I go to settings. I hit settings, and where do I go to?
And then after you hit settings, that box will pop up, and then hit virtual background.
Okay. Okay, and then go to whichever one I want to pick. Okay, there it is. Okay, I picked it. Now what do I do?
Did you click on it?
Yeah.
And nothing happened?
I can't tell.
What about that box that says I have a green screen? Is that checked or unchecked? Because it should be unchecked for you because
Let's see. Yeah, it's unchecked. It's unchecked.
Huh.
But yeah,
that's weird.
But it froze me up on the picture, but that's all it done. I don't know.
Yeah, that's weird. And maybe you can't use it.
Now I'm still froze. Oh no.
Did you
go through this again?
Did you unclick it or turn it off or whatever?
Let's see. I don't know if I did or not.
There should be a box that says none. Just click none.
Let's see. I don't see where it says none. It don't say none on here, Steve. Yes.
Isn't that next to the brick wall one?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
yes,
there
it
you
is.
go. Hopefully, if you take that off, it'll unfreeze you. But
nope, I'm still froze.
See, I'm always screwing something up.
Well, I probably would have froze anyway. This happened the last time. I had to go out and come back in, remember? So I'll be right back.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't go away.
I'll be here. Always got to try something and then screw it up. What I miss in chat. Boltinator, yes, I had a bolt. How you been, Bolt? Anything been picking up for you? Still slow for me. But yep, yeah, Red Pill, you can upload your own backgrounds and that's what I have, but I'm not sure because I know Ronnie's off a laptop, I believe. Oh, Neil's that's on Maui with all the oops, sorry, Ronnie. There you go, you're moving.
Yep, I'm unfrozenated.
Indy. Aloha, Indy.
Beautiful Indy. Hello, hello, hello.
But yeah, Niels, it's just those fires. We were actually talking about it when we first came on
What
with
about it? Oh, what's going on in
about
Hawaii?
the fires in Maui.
Yeah, well, like I was telling Steve, so everybody just a minute ago, I was reading right before I come on that the Chinese, or there was a Chinese satellite caught firing a DEW weapon down, starting fires there on Maui, and that they plan on turning all of Hawaii into a 15-minute city. Now, I'm not saying it's true, but that is definitely what I read. So we shall see what we shall see.
Have you heard that they're going to build high rises there on where? Because the island I'm on, there's a shit ton of high rises.
Well, you know what? If fires start out anywhere else there in Hawaii, then you'll know there's something up, definitely
Oh,
for sure.
yeah, exactly.
But then again, maybe Maui is just going to be used as kind of a prison island or something. I mean, who did? I have no idea. At this point, nothing surprises me.
With stuff like that, I always start going back to like movies from 10, 15 years ago and just pay attention because that's usually like movies that come out and it's, sci-fi or,
Yeah,
you know, not real. But then 15, 20 years down the road, that shit kind of comes true. So it's like they're
well,
trying to let us know
that's
in
exactly what
advance.
they're doing. It is
Uh,
exactly what they're doing. For
so
some
it's almost
reason,
like, go ahead.
now I was just going to say, for some reason, in their warped way of looking at things, or their warped way of worshiping, they have to do that. Tell us what's going to happen before they do it. Uh, I think it has something to do with the spirit world, but to make it legal, maybe with God or however it works. I mean, I don't know. But anyway, according to them, or according to what I've read in the past, they have to do that. Let us know.
Right.
Could be. Could be, Red Pill. Hope you're doing good today, Red Pill, by the way, or better anyhow.
Yeah, Red Pill's making a lot of good points.
Yeah, the dews are known to melt metal, way better than just a normal firewood. They're known like we was talking about last night, burning the inside of trees out. The trees burning from the inside out. Just all
Right.
kinds of weird stuff. Those things. But
And
now they can.
ZXL, good to see you. Really good to see you. How you been? Steve has got a good point too.
I hadn't seen
Wait, who
ZXL
did
for
I
a while.
see? Who did I just see? Barefoot and AK. I thought I seen you. Hey, aloha. Good to see you. But sorry, I didn't mean to cut you out, Ronnie. I
No,
thought I
man, you're
seen
good.
Barefoot in there, and I was like, could have swore I seen Barefoot AK.
I was just reading what Steve put up there. The fire tore up the tourist destination, which is very true. It tore that tourist destination all to crap. And I don't, at first the reporting thousands of people were dead, or maybe it was injured, and I just thought they said dead. But either way, there was a lot of people either dead or injured. But I mean, it's just the point is it didn't start of its own. It wasn't just a natural fire.
Right, right. Which they were trying to say it, right? From what I
Yeah.
heard.
Oh yeah. Well, they were saying they couldn't even find the origins of it. Bull crap. I mean, even a half-ass fire department guy, not the captain or whatever. You know, it's a guy that's been there 6 months. Can most of the time figure out where and how it started. Was it a hot water heater flame or whatever? Kiss off. Hello, kiss off. Welcome. And thank you for that, kiss off. Got all kinds of good people here today, Steve.
And shoot, I was gonna do this earlier. I forgot. I'm on the wrong side. Because yeah, Kistoff put the link for your show for like in like 3.5 hours, I think you said.
Yeah,
And I was gonna pin that. I was gonna pin that at the top. Or wait, did Indy put that too?
I don't know.
Oh no, that's just your channel. I thought Kistoff put the link to the live. And I was gonna pin it. Here we go.
And somebody subscribed a while ago. I think it was Barefoot. Subscribed to me just a few minutes ago. Thank you, Barefoot. Appreciate that.
Yeah, how have you been, Barefoot? I haven't seen you in a while. The deal for real is here. So real that you got to say it twice. The deal for real, huh? The deal for real.
In other words, it's a real deal. Can't go wrong with that one.
This is America, you dumb son of a bitch, okay?
I think I understood that.
I downloaded a few new ones.
Keep on.
Here, wait, maybe William Gramer might like this one. I think he might recognize the tune.
America! Fuck yeah!
Now, what makes
Who
you
remembers
think-
that movie? That classic.
What is it too? What movie?
It's Team America. It's like not a cartoon, but I don't know what you would call it. But yeah, it was a
Cartoon
great movie. Yeah, kind of like a claymation type, but hilarious movie. Good movie.
Well, I guarantee if it had the Hodge twins in it, William Washington. Guarantee you. You know, I'm surprised they don't have him on their show as the official announcer of everything.
Right?
They undoubtedly hadn't caught wind of him yet, but when they do, if they do, he will be the announcer. Thank you,
Red
Bo.
Pill. They got forgot what it's called, Moano or something, but I don't use that for my clips. I actually in StreamYard, where it comes with the background music, you can add music. So I just download clips to my computer and then add them to the StreamYard part, if that makes sense. Kettle heads and barbecue and beer. Good to see you.
Yeah, hello, kettleheads.
Oh, good. We got 27 people here. Good, because I guess you'd call it a riddle, but I want to see what everyone says. So you ready?
Wait a minute, I gotta sing. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle. Okay, now you're ready.
All right. Hey, there's Garrett. Perfect. So here we go.
Hey,
So
Garrett.
if there's a lake and this lake grows one lily pad, then the lily pads double every day, and it takes 48 days to fill the entire lake. How many days before half the lake is covered?
I have absolutely no idea. I flunked math, and all the way through school.
Right. So you figure because you got one lily pad the first day, and then it doubles every day. So then you got 2, then you got 4, then
But how long does it take? How much of the lake is covered in 48 days? Is that what you said?
Well, it takes 48 days for the entire lake to be full. How many days does it take till it's half full? Hey, John. I'll wait till a few people answer before.
ZXL says 47. Neil said 6. Then he said 2, 5, 10. I'll go along with Neil's. I don't know.
How's it going, John Mosman?
What is up, John? Good to see you, brother. And CXL says 48 days minus 1. I guess that'd be 47 days then.
YouTube turns. Aloha, YouTube turns. How the hell you been? And mahalo. Thank you, brother.
Absolutely.
Give a shout out real quick to YouTube
Right on,
for the
brother.
super chat. And the super chat says smash that like button. But not too hard. Don't break your computer or anything like that.
Keyboard. Breathe.
But yeah, ZXL called it right away. But the funny thing is that when
What was it? I forgot. I saw it.
47,
47.
because if it doubles every day, then for it to be half full, that means the day before it would be half full, because then it doubles again, and then the 48th day it's full. But I was watching, I seen it somewhere else, and I was watching like all different kinds of numbers, and I'm like, I think everyone's thinking about it too hard. Like, put too much math into it.
If ZXL says it's 47, then by George, I agree with ZXL.
Yo, it is, yeah, you got it. You got it right away.
Happy Sunday to you, Snooks.
Yeah, good to see you, Snooks. And YouTube turns. I haven't seen you in a while, man. Yeah, excited to see you. Good stuff. John Mosman. Maybe we could have John Mosman up for our second half of the show.
Oh, God, no.
Our second. Oh, you hear that? Probably not.
What?
The neighbor's doing his weekend karaoke where he sings at the top of his lungs.
Oh. Your favorite time of the day and weekend?
I wish he would just come on the show, on the karaoke show one time, because.
Have you ever invited him?
I think I told him about it once, so yeah, I think I have a little while ago.
Well, maybe he thinks he's too darn good of a singer to come on, you know.
I'm not sure from what on this end, what I'm hearing. I don't know.
Well, what do your neighbors think about him? Do they y'all ever talk about it?
Nobody ever says anything. I guess everyone's used to it.
You ought to take a poll around the neighborhood. Say, hey, put a sign up in your yard. I'm taking a poll of the guy that does karaoke every Sunday, and I just want to know what everybody thinks. Is he good or is he ain't he?
Right. Or does he need more practice?
Yeah.
Or should we invest and get him some soundproofing for his room?
Right. And you got that right, John. Nobody can out-sing me. Now, everybody can out-sing me.
There's Charlie Gabaldon.
Mr. Charlie, what is up? Good to see you. Now, see, that's a guy we're going to have to get on here again, if it's possible, for an interview.
Charlie.
He don't have to sing if he don't want to. He can just come on, and talk, or he could sing, or he could do both.
Yeah, Charlie. Maybe we can get Charlie up for the second half, and we can talk about setting something like that up. So really, we'd be getting like we'd be sneaking in an extra interview.
Sounds wonderful to me.
Because it would be to negotiate how we're going to do it, but we'd still have you on for a little bit.
I tell you, I don't think it could be much of a better interview than Mr. Charlie. Those two we done. I don't know about you, but I enjoyed the crap out of them. They just got a heck of a personality. Charlie tomorrow at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Indy says. So. And hello, Justin. I just not seen you, brother.
Oh yeah, Indy. What? Do you already have it scheduled? Indy, drop the link for it so everyone can click on it and then hit the notify me and the like button. It's always nice when you already got a bunch of likes before you go live.
I wouldn't know. I think I've got 6 or 7 in the past. No, one time I did get up into the 20s. Only one time did that ever happen. You know, but you know, it for my little old channel, I guess 20s is about all I can expect for the whole show. You know, hey, that's the way it is out here in the wild, wild west. You got to take the likes as they come.
Was that last week or the week before when we did a show too? And I was telling everyone, I'm like, go hit the like before he goes live.
Oh yeah, that one I forgot about that one. Yeah, that was there was quite a few there.
They can do that again today too, because I got yours pinned right now for your live. I already hit the like.
Well, y'all go hit the like button whether you're going to be there or not. I know you won't be there anyway. But...
You got 3 right now.
Charlie says, I'm out camping. No, but I am in a travel trailer, Charlie. This is where I live.
He's on permanent vacation.
Yep. Permanent vacation. Ain't nothing like it. You know, living off the land. I'm like what was the name of the song? Me and You and a dog named Boo. Traveling and living off the land.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, Charlie, that's a different island. Different island. But it is horrible and confusing trying to figure out what really happened. There you go. Yep. Ronnie's on his travel tour bus.
Yeah. Not because I'm a famous singer. But this famous singer will never be as popular as Mr. Charlie, the singer. You know, I don't even think about that.
We're gonna get one of those vehicle wraps on your travel trailer and wrap this on the side of it. And then everybody will know that Ronnie Cash is coming. You see that from a mile away.
Yeah, I just need to, you know what, the only thing that would need to be added to it would be my YouTube channel and my Rumble channel down at the bottom. You know, in smaller writing than the Ronnie Cash course.
I didn't even think of that. That's a good idea. I should have done that on a few other ones too.
I didn't think of it either.
See, that's why we do this.
That's right.
Bounce ideas off each other. Come up with good shit.
That's the brainstorm stuff.
Yep.
Man, I'll tell you what, I heard that, Indy, about the YouTube issues, internet issues. I think most everybody's been having them.
Yeah, I was yesterday, remember? My shit went blank when we were talking.
Oh,
we weren't even live.
Yeah.
We were just hanging out.
Yep. And the other night, I was just, my StreamYard went out 2 times, just StreamYard. YouTube and everything was up and working fine, but my StreamYard went out twice a couple nights ago. I don't know why, but when it did, of course, it took me out. I think that was one day last week, whenever the heck it was. Angie Banyo.
Okay, yeah, definitely will. Let's see if I never go on Facebook.
Well, Barefoot, who are the land leases to? Do you know yet? Or does she know yet?
Well, I guess I do go on Facebook, but I never go on. I post things on there, but I don't go to the you can just hit share and then you hit share to Facebook and then it shares it to Facebook, but you don't actually. Because if I go to it, 2 hours goes by and I'm like just scrolling, looking at nothing. Let's see. How do I? Wow, I haven't been here in a while.
Yeah, I just seen this on the other day, day before yesterday, I think, on Facebook, which is one of the few times I've been on in a month or more. But then I put it on my, personal deal up there, so that all of my friends could see it. I don't see any of them here, but I did post it there.
Is it barefoot? Is it Unbreakable Angel? That Angie? I'll click on it anyway and see. Let's see. Lahaina, yep, it must be her.
Charlie
I'll save that and check that out.
Charlie must be smoking something here. Look what he wrote here. He says that's because you guys are very popular on YouTube and you just can't keep up with your fan base. Either he's talking about somebody else.
Let's see. Oh, you're up to 6 likes, Ronnie.
Oh.
On yours.
Well, wonderful. Up to 6. Is that the best we can do? 6 likes. Come on now.
I like this one. Ronnie's such a good fisherman that when he catches a fish, the fish counts him as a personal best. I like that. Hey, what's up, Minnesota Karaoke?
I catch some smart fish too, Mr. Charlie. So, I educate them before I catch them.
You know what I seen the other day that, oh man, what was it? Okay, yeah. When I was trying to get my tire fixed, which I think I did, I haven't checked yet to see if it's gone flat again, but they had a sign up and it said, your attitude is like a flat tire. Shit, how did it go? Your attitude is like a flat tire. If you don't fix it, you can't get anywhere or something like that. If you don't fix it or replace it, you won't go anywhere. Damn it, I'm gonna have to go back up and read it again. Just walk in. Hey, just wanted to look at the sign again.
Take a picture of it next time so we'll get it right. But no,
Right.
that does make sense. If you got a flat tire, you got to get air back in it somehow to have a smooth ride. So if your attitude is not perfectly adjusted, it's going to be bumpy, to say the least.
Yeah, bad attitude doesn't get you anywhere.
Damn sure don't.
Never has.
Well, sometimes it can get your ass whooped. I mean, depending on who you're having that bad attitude around.
It'll definitely get you somewhere, but usually not where you want to be.
Absolutely.
Charlie.
What did you let her, Charlie? That's the question.
Did you pose? Were you like?
Now, see, this is some of the stuff we could be talking to Mr. Charlie about if he were up here.
I know, right?
We wouldn't have to be talking back and forth through the chat. But you can't get him to come up. Because he don't like negotiating.
Maybe he'll come up today. Steve, sometimes you need to rotate. That's funny. I heard something about this. I don't know if it was a joke or real, but they were saying it like it was real. But a lady went to the tire place and to get an oil change or something, and they're like, "Well, you need to rotate your tires or something, the air or something." And she was like, "Well, every time I drive, the air's rotating in the tires." Like, what? Not how it works.
Well, she had a point though, you know, because you put when you drive that, the pressure put on the bottom, so it keeps squishing the air around, round, round. So she wasn't wrong, but she was kind of
Yeah,
stupid.
technically she wasn't.
Yeah, that's right. He said, "Let me wash
Oh, right on. Does that
my
mean you're
hands
gonna
of
come?
this."
Oh, wow. Should I go brush my teeth?
Yes, put on some aftershave.
What? Except I don't think I have Charlie's email. I only have his. Yeah, I can send it to him on Messenger, I guess.
Yep.
Here's Ed Hen.
Hey, Ed, what's up, brother? Good to see you.
My son's teacher called and told me my son should be put in special ed class, but it's me that's been doing the work. That'd be pretty bad if it was real.
No kidding.
Like,
I
yeah,
just,
we think your son's a little slow, and it's like, I've been doing the homework for the past month.
yeah, you just gotta ask him: is his son really that dumb or that lazy? You know, which one is it? If it was me, it'd be both, dumb and lazy. You know, and I got to tell you right now, I don't think they had special ed when I was going to school. If they would have had, I'd have been trying everything I could to get in there. And I probably wouldn't have had tried. They'd probably just put me in there because I'm really that stupid, you know, or slow, whatever. I mean, I'm not sure what special ed is about, other than your grades aren't as high as they need to be, and you can't keep up with the rest of the students. Is that anywhere near right? Or does anybody know?
I don't.
It is true, Stacey came to me and paid $10 a tire for me to rotate the air in her tires.
No, that's right. I remember you telling me that. No, that's, yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, there you go. So Steve-O took the old air out and put new fresh air in. What you wanted?
Mr. Rose, is my marriage counselor asking if I wake up grumpy in the morning? I said no. Most times I let her sleep in. Boy, you got a million of them, don't you? He reminds me of my older brother. I mean, he's passed away now, but when he was alive, I guarantee you could sit down with him and he could crack jokes nonstop for 2 hours and never say the same one. And all of them good. That's something. He's my brother, and I can't even think about doing that. I'm doing good to remember one joke.
I'm the same way. It's like, yep. I know a bunch, but I couldn't. If you paid me $10,000 right now, I'd be screwed because I wouldn't be able to remember none of them.
Exactly.
I usually remember just one,
Yeah.
and then you can't tell the same joke over and over, you know. But yeah, Charlie's good like that. Charlie's always got.
I can't even remember one. The only joke that I remember, and I don't know if you call this a joke or not, it's a very dirty joke. It's the white horse fell in the mud. That's about as dirty.
I want to hear it.
That's it. It's a dirty joke. The white horse fell in the mud.
Ah, got me. I was waiting for the.
You just waiting for the punchline. It was already there.
Right. Oh, thank you, Carolina. All right, what's your joke, Minnesota? Minnesota.
Minnesota karaoke guy. Hello to you, sir.
Hey, Flint, Michigan Gaming. Good to see you. Aloha. Thank you. So bad, but so good. Because the one joke that I do remember, and no, it is pretty dirty. I don't think I'd say it on here. I think I have before, but yeah. It's middle of the day on a Sunday, so
It's not a white horse fell in the mud, is it?
no, much worse than that. Much dirtier. Much dirtier. What? What, Minnesota?
Mr. Charlie said he didn't get a link. Did you
Oh
send it
shit.
already?
See again. Let me try again. I might have did copy. You didn't get one at all, or you got the wrong one?
He just said no link.
Let's see. Charlie. Oh shit! What just happened? Go back up.
Priest, a nun, and a cat walk into a bar, says the XL. A priest, a nun, and a cat walk into a bar. I got to hear the punchline of this. Maybe that is the punchline. I don't know.
Paste. All right, there you go, Charlie. It should be in your messenger, Facebook Messenger.
Come on, ZXL, tell us the rest of it. If that ain't that, maybe that's all of it. I don't know. A priest, a nun, and a cat walk into a bar. So that's it? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, there's got to be more than that.
Darn it. Anytime you got a priest and a nun and a cat walking into a bar, something good has got to happen, wouldn't you think?
You would think.
Minnesota karaoke guy is asking you if you would mind promoting his channel. Well, it depends on how much money you got. Steve, he's making, you got to make that money. He's a promoter now.
Yeah, nothing's free. But no, you can, Minnesota. You can, because you said you're having karaoke later. There you go. Thank you, Indy. See, Indy's already got you, Minnesota. I have 5 cents. Why do you never? I got you, Ed. Because they're always lying. Witty. Sunday jokes.
I just got a text message that says, mind if I read it on here? It's about Maui. I have no idea what it says yet myself, but I don't think it's got anything bad in here. If it does, just tell me to shut up. It says locals in Maui were refusing to sell their land to the elites. The part of the island mainly destroyed by the fires was prime area right next to lavish mega mansions. Now a lot of those locals are forced to sell their land, and many tragically died in the flames. Oprah Winfrey has a luxury mansion in Maui. It's completely fine. Jeff Bezos has a luxury mansion in Maui. It's completely fine. Lady Gaga has a luxury mansion in Maui. It's completely fine. Bill Gates has a luxury mansion in Maui. It's completely fine. Morgan Freeman, same thing. Will Smith, same thing. Julia Roberts, same thing. How did the fire know to avoid the most expensive mansions? Very good question.
Exact. Yep. Because I even brought that up kind of yesterday. Because remember I was saying how Gil Bates and Oprah and Jeff Bezos all have mansions there, and
I do remember it.
I didn't know about those other people, but I know there's even more than that. Celebrities than that own homes out there, and kind of weird, right? Like,
It is. Well, it kind of tells you that how everything was started, whoever started them knew exactly what they were doing.
Right.
To get rid of the people that they didn't want there so that they could expand it either this, like I said a while ago, there's talking about the 15-minute cities. But it's either that or they're wanting more land for the super elites, or elites.
Yep.
Either
And
one.
yes, barefoot. I did see that picture.
Yes. Yeah, well, the preacher was on one of the news shows. Let's see. Who was it he was on with? I think it was Fox News, but I wouldn't swear to that. But anyway, the preacher of that church was on one of the news programs. I'm pretty sure it's Fox. And not any of that part of his part of the church, any part that I seen was harmed. I mean, there were people from all over Maui there sleeping in the church and in their cars in the parking lot.
So did they go through, Charlie? I know it had to have the second time.
There's Elvis. Elvis is here.
Mr. B. Aloha. Aloha, son.
Hi, son. It's so good to see you.
He don't call his son Elvis, but that's who it really is.
Hell no.
Mr. B, he's Elvis, don't you see? Mr. B.
Scat Pack. Scat
He's
Pack
Elvis,
2.
don't you see?
How have you been?
Meemaw
See.
Patriot, hello there.
Mima.
Now, see, I need to figure out a different time to come on because I would love to have Meemaw Patriot watching my shows too. And I know she wants to, but I come on so late at night, that she don't stay up that long. So it's kind of hard for her to catch my shows. Although I think she did say she catches them on Rumble now. Mr. B.
That's funny when you say it like late at night, because for me, your late at night is like my afternoon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but say you're living in paradise, so
True. That's
they'll be
true.
coming up your land next. But it's in
Right.
paradise. Dang,
I
my
got-
nose is itching.
2 tickets to paradise.
But he's already there.
I want to hear Mr. B sing that one. I got 2 tickets to paradise. Won't you pack your bags and leave tonight?
I bet he could do it and do a good job of it too.
Oh, I'm sure of it. Sure of it.
In his Elvis. Thing about him is he don't even have to put on a suit or anything. He just, everybody knows he's Elvis.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Steve's not living in paradise. That place is super hot. Paradise is a frozen winter wonderland. Right on it. They must say she does.
Some people
work
like
on
that,
it.
though. Some people do prefer the cold. I don't.
Thank you, Mima. I appreciate you watching them. Don't you wish, Steve, that every video you make on YouTube could just go viral? every one of them,
Right.
or would the fun be taken out of it after a while, out of going viral? I mean,
Yeah. I think it would.
yeah, because you'd think you'd get tired of it. Because no matter how good things are, once it's done so much, the fun kind of, at least for me, the fun kind of goes out.
Right. Well, I mean, yeah, it's like my ex business partner and friend. He like always set goals and stuff, and then when he would accomplish the goals, he would just make bigger goals, but never be satisfied. It's like, dude, well, celebrate accomplishing the goal first, but it's never good enough, you know.
Yeah,
So then he wants more. So it's a bigger goal, and then he accomplishes it, but then it's not good enough, and he wants more, and it's like, guess you're never gonna be happy. So to me, it's kind of the same. If every time a video go viral, it's kind of like gets boring, right? Like nothing to
yeah.
work for.
You'd think, well, what was he like if he didn't reach his goal?
The same, but he
Set up.
always would. He would just wouldn't give up till he did. But then once he did, there was never a satisfaction. There was never like,
Well, the secret to those is to not set something that can't be reached. If you set something that that you got enough sense to know you ain't going to make it to, well, then you're setting
right,
yourself up for failure. So
right. That's true. That's very true.
my only goal was make it to payday. That was basically my biggest goal anyway. Because I'll tell you, man, I know you've had hard times here lately, Steve, and man, we went through quite a few of them ourselves. And those first couple of paydays, after you've been off work for a month or two or longer, reaching those first pay. And back then, the guy paid twice monthly that we were building for, and it depended on when you could turn in, your money in, or your what we call a draw. But if it went in on a certain date, you wouldn't get paid for a month. But we never,
Hey,
yeah. But for whatever reason, ours always failed just right that we never had to wait no more than 2 weeks. But you had to wait 2 weeks regardless. We got lucky, I guess. Craig the Hunter is
oh my
here,
gosh!
y'all.
Look who's. Oh, we did it at the same time. Craig the Hunter's here. We're doing something right again, Ronnie. We're doing something right.
We sure are.
Craig's here. We're doing something right.
Yeah, when you get Craig the Hunter in the house, that means you have hit the big time. So congratulations, Steve. You have hit the big time.
Oh yeah. I'm still not satisfied though. I need to make a bigger goal. I'm just kidding. See, now
Well,
we
Mr.
celebrate.
Yeah, I want Craig.
Maybe we can
first.
get Craig. Maybe we can get Craig up here since Charlie's not showing up.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe.
Let's send it to Charlie. Let's see. I sent it 11 minutes ago. Maybe he's having trouble hooking up his.
I don't think I've gotten anything else from him. Let me check you right quick. I don't think so.
But oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say about the getting the paycheck every other week. I found this out quite a few years ago, but with my ex-business partner that any company that does that every other week thing is basically just a cheap company because all they're doing is saving money on payroll.
Well, yeah, that is. Well, see, and the thing is we worked with this guy for a long time, and when we first started off with him, he paid every week. Now you did have to the first time you turn a draw in or invoice in, you would have to wait 2 weeks, but then after that you got to check every week.
Right. Yeah.
But
Well,
then,
I think most companies do that. They hold the first paycheck or whatever.
yeah, but then after that he changed it to where somewhere along the line, changed the word, like I was talking about a while ago. So,
Oh, Charlie says he can't get his audio.
well, darn.
He's teasing us. He's just playing with our emotions.
Keep working on it, Mr. Charlie. Keep working on it. Work hard, work fast, and work a lot. Well, I doubt very seriously we'll be able to get Craig up here either, because Craig's a busy man out there wrestling them alligators, and taking care of them roosters and things. Come on up, Craig. Tell us about them roosters and alligators.
Craig's living the dream.
It sure is.
What happened? There we go.
But the thing is that Craig loved that rooster. He loved it. And yet the rooster went ahead and, went to the big chicken house in the sky.
What happened? I don't even know about this. What I missed?
Well, Craig needs to tell you. But I'll put it this way. Craig and the rooster didn't get along together. The rooster didn't get along with nobody. He thought he was cock of the walk, so to put it. But Craig tried to talk his dog, and I watched this myself. There's Charlie.
Look at this, Mr. Gabaldon. No. Ah, shoot.
We can't hear you, Charlie.
What happened? Wait, try again. No? Shoot.
Turn the microphone on.
Damn.
Well, just
what,
talk loud enough. Maybe we can hear you if you talk real loud.
wonder what it could be. Something's not got to be plugged in or because remember when it happened to you, Ronnie, and it was but it was just.
Well, that's when I laid my headphones down and hit a button and muted it,
right,
and I didn't know it.
Let's see what.
Well, every time we had Mr. Charlie on, there was something. What was his voice one time, and the next time I think it was his audio, if I remember correctly.
Yep. Audio. Oh, you know what, Charlie? If you go in the StreamYard at the bottom at settings and then hit audio, and then at the top it'll say mic. Make sure that that's connected to the mic that you have, because I've done that before. It was connected to a different mic. I sounded like shit, and then I checked that and switched it, and then it might be it. Nope, still not it. Damn.
All right, what are you getting at?
Was that him?
No, that was me.
Okay, I started to say, man. Didn't sound like Mr. Charlie.
Hey, Charlie.
What the hell you say?
That had to be him.
Damn, I can't think of anything else that it would be because for stuff that's happened to me, but if it's not that, under settings.
I've just got to say, Ben, as we got Mr. Charlie here, he must have opened that closet that's always behind him up. Look how much space is in that thing.
See how big that closet is?
Yes, I mean,
even got a piano in there.
Yeah, the closet is huge. Got a fireplace. Travis Joe. What's up, TJ?
Might be a war. Oh, okay. Hold on a sec. Okay. So you can hear yourself. You can hear himself, but. I'm not really computer savvy.
I wonder if it has anything to do with the way the it's set up for music, and
Right,
all
that's what
that.
I'm thinking. Because I know if I do my head, if the way mine's set up, and I don't even know how it's set up, I just have it to where it works. But if I put my headphones on, I can only hear myself, but not you. But I have to hear you through a Bluetooth speaker. Oh, you got another one back there. Won't work on the stream. Damn it, where's Clay when you need him?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm not that computer savvy. I don't know what it would. What if you unplug your headphones? What if you unplug your headphones, Charlie?
Or if you just take your microphone, throw it out the window.
Throw it in that huge closet behind you.
You see that? I mean, that's amazing how much room that closet had in it, isn't it? And he said that was a maid's closet. Boy, the maid had an amazing closet.
Maid's got it made.
You ain't kidding.
Hey. Nope, still nothing. Hey, Dom.
Well, we love you, Mr. Charlie. Thanks for trying
Yeah.
anyway, brother.
Yeah, love you, Charlie. Dang, that sucks.
Yeah,
See,
it does.
all right, we're one step closer, though. See, we're still moving closer to the goal.
We got him up here anyway for a little bit.
At least we got, yeah. See, that's accomplishment.
I wonder, though, and I wish I'd have thought to ask him this while he was up here, was he faking not being able to talk? Was he just moving his lips?
See, he is a jokester. He could have been messing with us.
Yeah. There's the Dom father. What's going on, Dom?
Mr. B, that's the first thing I checked on his on my end anyway. I couldn't check everything, but as far as the audio.
Well, that only leaves us with Craig.
That's Craig. And I emailed Craig, so and we only got like 45 minutes left, Craig. So times are running.
Charlie said, "No, I'm really trying."
Yeah.
So you wasn't just sitting there moving your lips, Charlie, and acting like you was talking? Oh, okay. That's why you haven't seen me on panels. Oh, we're just messing with you, Charlie.
Hey, because that's pretty hard to do too, just to be like, because if anything in the background makes a noise, then you're caught, you know.
Yeah. Charlie's slick enough though; he could pull it off.
Nah, yeah, we know you wouldn't do that, Charlie.
Like Travis Joe says, old people, computer problems, dang it. Man, I'll tell you what, you talk about old people and computer problems now, I'll just say this. And leave it at that. Because I am old and I don't know hardly anything about computers.
I'm getting old and I barely know anything. I just figure it out as I go along.
Well, you know 200 times more than I know, and you're quite a bit younger. About a third my, about half my age, a little more than half, whatever that figures out to be. Because, like I said, I'm not worth a crap at math. But you know a whole lot more than I know. And if I could ever get to that,
kind of, but not really, because I just, like I said, I figured it out as I go along. But then after I figure it out and get to where I need to be, and if I have to do it again, I have to figure it all out again, because I don't. Instead of learning it, I just like, oh, okay, I got it. And then if it happens again, I'm like, shit, how do I do this again? I just did it last week.
Hey, that's where I was with Rumble there 2 or 3 times in a row. I knew how what I was doing, but I didn't know what I was doing. If you follow me.
Oh, and Garrett, the only thing I got to say to that question is, no. No.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself talking about Steve's favorite resident like that, Garrett. Steve loves him. Voted for him 27 times. And there's lots of people voted a lot more than that for him, including the dead ones.
Including the dead ones, yep.
They voted more. Well, some of them did. Depending on how busy they was that day.
Thunderbirds. Is that who actually sings that song, Dom? I never knew that. I know it's from that movie, if that's what you're talking about. Thunderbirds.
Thunderbird. Aside from my regular scheduled herniated disc problems, my back is getting back to where it was a month ago. What is that, better or worse, Ed? Because you got the regular scheduled herniated disc problems, you're in bad shape. No, that's definitely a question for Steve right there, Ed. I'll put it on the screen for him.
Toilet paper under or over on the roller thing. See, I've had that first part of the question a few times, and me, over, always over.
Me, I don't care as long as it's got toilet paper in the bathroom and on the roller thing. Somewhere in the bathroom. Yeah. Have you ever went and used the bathroom now and then realized after the deed was done that there was no toilet paper in there?
Oh yeah.
That
Well,
could turn
because
into-
before the deed's done, you're kind of like, got a couple beads of sweat dripping, and you're not thinking about that part. And then you're like, what do I do now?
it can turn into a shitty situation. I mean, quickly. Charles,
If you have a cat, then under. That is true. Yep. Because if you have a cat and it's over, then that's when toilet paper's all over the floor when you get home. But I've never had a cat, so it's always been over.
Well, you know what? For me, it always seemed to me, and believe me, my wife used to put it on the little roller thing all the time. But for me, that just takes too much time. I just want to set it down. That way I can
Just
see
set
it
it
when I
right.
walk.
Yep.
Yeah. That way I'm not took by surprise, if there ain't none in there when the deed is done.
Yeah, I see that a lot actually. Then just the toilet paper is like if the sink's right next to it or whatever, it's just
Yeah, just
the
sitting
whole
there.
toilet paper just sitting right there.
Yeah, because that's
See
what
that
these
a
two
lot.
fingers are for, is to stick up in that hole and unwound what you need. You're done.
To be honest though, I don't even remember the last time I used toilet paper. I used wipes. Much better. Cleaner.
Yes, and you've got that tender baby skin back there. I mean, we all do, you got to protect.
Right. But the thing is with that is they say they're biodegradable and they break down, which is not true. But I'm kind of in a good position to where if it does clog the drain, I can just fix it and not have to worry about,
You can just rotor it out. Or
it's
whatever.
not gonna cost me $450 if it clogs up the pipes.
Well, I heard that. You know what? I went up to, I don't remember if I told you about this or not, but when I lived in my house up there in Princeton, the main got stopped up one day. So me and my nephew went up there to rent one at a Home Depot, rent one of them roller rooter things.
Yeah.
And it was I know it was $100 deposit on that thing, and then the rent, which I don't remember what that was. But it was quite a good little chunk of money, then you got to, And the thing of it was, when we got there and started to do the job, well, I don't know if they used different size pipes back then or what, but the head wouldn't fit down in the hole, where in the
Clean out.
stub out. Yeah, clean out stub out, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it wouldn't fit down in there, so had to go back and get another one. Burn all that time and gas, and man, it was so cold when we got through that night, with both wetter and everything. I don't ever want to have to do that again.
I was gonna say it at the end. It was probably like, should have just paid a plumber.
Yeah.
Plus, the
Well-
thing is too with those Home Depot ones, man. I don't know how I could never use a Home Depot sewer machine because there's no the wheel with the cable in it. There's no. It's just a cage. So when you're spinning that
Yeah.
thing, shit's just. It's like, yeah, it's like throwing shit at a fan.
It
Just
can
flinging
get dirty.
everywhere.
It can get dirty, no doubt about it. It's one reason we're so wet. It wasn't raining.
The drums on every sewer machine I've ever used was enclosed drum, so but for some reason the ones that Home Depot's rents, there's no the drum's just a cage and it's wide open. It's like,
Yeah. Well, the one we had had wire, around it. The cable rolled up inside the
right,
cage, but it was just, it had holes all in it. It's made that way out of kind of like
right,
some
yeah.
wire.
So because when you're pulling that in and out, and that water and sewage water that's on the snake itself, and that thing spinning, it's just flying everywhere.
Yes, it sure the heck is. That's why we were so wet. It was that nasty water was slinging all over us.
I had that back when I was living in West Dearborn, and my neighbor. I mean, I had no idea what was even happening, but then he finally knocks on my door and he's like, "Hey man, I need your help." I'm like, "What's up?" He's like, "So yesterday I went to Home Depot and I rented a snake," and I'm like, "I'm not even gonna interrupt. I'm gonna let him tell the whole story," because I wanted to say, "Why didn't you just come over?" But he's like, "So then I did, and I was just gonna rent it for 4 hours, but then I couldn't get it because I got the snake stuck in the line."
Oh
And
well.
he's like, "So then I had to go back and rent it overnight and for another 24 hours or whatever, and this and that." And he's like, "And I finally got it out, but then I kinked it and this and that." And I'm like, "Damn, that sucks." I'm like, "So what's up then?" He's like, "Well, I still didn't get it open." So I
He
went,
done all that, went through all that, and still didn't get the.
and he spent like close to $300 on everything. And then so I went to my van, and literally next door, right next door, my van that was parked in the driveway. I pulled up my sewer machine. I went over there, and in 45 minutes, it was good to go.
Well, see now, if I would have had you living next door to me, or even in the next town over, I would have called you. But I didn't want to call some guy out there who's going to charge me $1,000. I didn't have $1,000 paying with, So
Right. Well, yeah, that's true. I don't even know what they charge now for a main line. I think it's like $600 or something. The big companies.
Yeah, and it wound up costing me about $200 because, like I said, we had to go back. It wouldn't have cost me that much, but wound up costing me more than that, about $250, I think. Best I remember, because we had to go back and get that other one. I'm just lucky that my nephew didn't make me buy gas, or charge me anything. Because if he had, it would have been more than I could have paid.
Right.
But it worked out all right.
Hey, Dakota.
And another time, my backyard, and I don't know how this happened, but the main line, and it was about 100 yards from my house to the city's line. But somehow in time, the line got to running, instead of running either level or downhill to the main line, to the city line, got to running back toward the house. And so I was talking to my daughter about it, and I mean, they're doing real well in life, so it didn't hurt them none financially. And but it wasn't even what I was getting at when I was talking about it. Was she hired a plumber? They come out the next day. I didn't even know it was coming out. But they come out the next day, and I didn't know it was running downhill. I didn't know what the heck was wrong with it. But it's running back to the house. You know, it's supposed to run the other way, or at least be level.
Right, yeah. Well, yeah, shit's supposed to run downhill.
Exactly, exactly. But he had to dig up that whole line, you know, to the next property line and get it running downhill again. Put a new
How long?
stub
Do you
out.
remember how long it was? Like 100 feet, 50 feet?
No, it was no, it was really about maybe 30 feet at the most. It wasn't
30
much.
feet?
Yeah,
Damn.
maybe not that far, but still, I mean, and it'd been raining. It was so muddy back there, man. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Lord, it was muddy.
Well, I've done a few, well, we call them dig jobs. But yeah, I've done a few dig jobs. But I don't know how long ago that was, but I've done for, yeah, 30 to 50 feet dig job. It's like 10, 12 grand.
Golly, he didn't charge that much. Thank God, he charged $700.
To
But he
dig
did,
up 30 feet, and how deep was
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Well, I guess that's another thing, how deep it was.
It was less than 2 feet down.
Okay, that's
I
not too
would guess
bad.
18 inches. You know, somewhere along there.
That's not
But
too bad then.
but the thing of it was, you know, he had to dig it. He had to dig it down. You know, from my house down. You know, give it a little drop, and then he had to hook it back up the other line, which you know, the original line. Uh, which I mean, I don't know if he put a 90 on it. I don't know what he put on it. I wasn't paying attention to him because it was cold after that day too, and wet and everything. But and then he had to do some work getting it hooked back up to the house. I don't know what he done there, but I don't remember what it was. But he was out there all that day and came back the next day and finished up about noon.
Damn.
So
That's a hell of a deal you got then, because shit, 700
that's what he charged.
for 30
$750,
feet.
I think it was.
Did he hand dig it too? Or
Yeah,
did he have like a backhoe? He hand dug it?
he
Wow.
hand dug. Yeah, he hand dug it.
Hey, you got a good deal on that. But
But the
then
thing,
again, too, I was thinking like usually for dig jobs, we get a backhoe and you got 3-4 feet deep
yeah,
and all
yeah,
that
this
shit.
wasn't nowhere near that deep because this house was put in there back in the 50s. It was moody, and so I guess they didn't figure the line needed to be that deep. I mean, I don't know, but it wasn't very deep at all. And but it would have wound up costing a whole lot more. But my daughter and son-in-law knew the plumber, you know, that owned the company. They're friends with him, and so he sent out one of his lesser helpers, you know, to do the job.
Right.
But he got it done, and it held up all the time we were there. You know, I never had no more problems with it.
And this was in Texas?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, Chrissy Cat, that's a good question. Well, when I was
Let me answer
16,
first. Let me answer first.
okay.
He learned that shit runs downhill and paydays on Friday.
And don't bite your fingernails.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I was 16, my son was born, and then I was like, oh shit, I have to take care of that dude. That's gonna cost money. I can't even take care of myself. So I went from having a job at, where did I work at? I think Kentucky Fried Chicken at the time. And my grandpa played softball with a guy that owned a plumbing company, so he got me a job. It was called Metro Installation. And the first year I worked there, I just worked in the warehouse, stocked all the parts, which I think was perfect because for a whole year, I'm just stocking parts every morning. The guys would come in and I'd have to restock their van. So I learned what all the parts were, you know what I mean? And then after a year, I went to my boss, Jay, and I was like, hey, like, I know what all these parts are, but I don't know what they go to or what they're used for or how it works, you know? So then he sent me out as a helper for about another year and a half, I think. And then he sent me out on my own, just doing smaller plumbing jobs. And then, bam, 30 years later, I'm in Hawaii.
Well, which job had you rather do, an inside job or an outside job, like digging up lines, or stuff like that, or replacing the commode? I know it had to be a little cleaner being inside, but
Yeah.
taking the cleanliness part away, which one would you rather do?
Well, I kind of like them all, but yeah, if it was because I've done them all too. I've even done new construction, which I hate. But yeah, I've always preferred, I guess what we call it residential repair. So it's kind of like just residentials, and when people call, my toilet's leaking, or my toilet's making a weird noise, or I got no hot water, or residential repair or replace.
You say you like that?
Yeah, that's what. And it still gets really, even now, like you run into old shower valves, but they don't want to replace it. You got to rebuild it, and you got to figure out what brand it is. You got to track down the cartridge, or everyone always thinks, oh, it's probably just a washer. No, it's not. It's not just a washer.
Well, you
Guaranteed.
remember me telling you about the how my faucets and everything in my bathtub were over there, and it didn't have a brand on it. I mean, the handles had been changed out, so I couldn't tell what kind of anything it was. Was Mr. Charlie going to be able to come up this time or no?
Oh, because he's there, but he's got his OBS thing. There's no camera. Well, let's see if we can hear him. Maybe we just won't be able to see him. You there, Charlie?
Call him Mr. Charlie. Call him Mr. Charlie. Oh, Charlie, please come in.
We'll keep him backstage. You're still backstage. Oh,
There
there
he
he is. There he is. Still no audio.
It just stinks. I'm telling you, it stinks. You tried. Well,
Yeah, he tried. I wonder what it is. That's gonna bother me now because
something in the sound system. Hell, man, darn if I know. I can't even figure mine out. And if I could figure mine out, I wouldn't have these on. I would take them off and just. But I unplugged this one day, thinking all I had to do was unplug it, and I could hear. I don't even know where sound would come out at here without these, but there was no sound without these headphones. So,
right, because that's what earlier I was. Are you on a laptop or are you still on a computer?
I'm on a computer.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I was thinking a laptop, but
Well,
because that's what happened with us when we first got our soundboard or mixer or whatever it's called, and when we hooked it up, you had to use the headphones. But then when me and Nina are both on, then she couldn't hear anything without.
Yeah.
So I don't remember how I did it, but somehow I set it up to where I got the Bluetooth speaker, and then I can still hear, but it doesn't give any feedback or any echo. I don't know how. Again, like I was saying earlier, I don't know how I did it, but I did it.
That boy get good. That's what it is.
That boy good.
He just don't want to tell us how he did it because it's a top secret, classified info.
Hell yeah.
Right on. I don't remember the story I was telling about before I saw Mr. Charlie down there again, but I think it was a good one, but I don't remember. When things go out of my head, they're generally out for good.
Yeah, me too. I've been doing that a lot lately.
Me too.
Or if I'm getting ready to do something, I'm like halfway to go do what I was gonna, like 10 steps, and then I stop and I'm like, yeah.
What was I going after?
I had no idea what I was just getting ready to do.
It would be nice though to like when stuff goes wrong, whether it's plumbing, electrical, or whatever, to be able to call, a plumber or an electrician. But I never was that rich, particularly an electrician. I mean, in my house that I just moved out of, my brother and I, we done everything when I remodeled it about 20, 25 years ago. We done everything in that house, the plumbing, the wiring, everything. I mean, from the meter all the way into the wiring. Never had 1 minute's problem with the work that we done. Not any problem at all. But outside now, that's a different story. I had never done any wiring. Thank God he had. But and I asked him a couple times, I said, "You sure you know what the hell you're doing?" He undoubtedly did, because it worked just right.
Yeah, electrical, I don't try to mess with. The only time I do is electric water heaters or garbage disposals or dishwashers, but that's just connecting, not running the wire or messing with the fuse box. Or
I tell you
although
what,
I still get really nervous when I do electric water heater, and most water heaters out here are electric water heaters. But
oh yeah, they can be dangerous. You
man,
have to be careful, man. 220
my
crap.
buddy got zapped by one once, and he said he was seeing yellow dots for like the next 6 hours.
Yeah, that's on top of them almost breaking your arm or both arms, depending.
Right.
Yeah, you got a hold of it. Man, I've done it before too, and it hurts like hell.
I've been zapped with because when I first started, like last earlier, when they first sent me out on my own, I was just basically doing dishwasher installations for the first like couple months. And I got zapped a few times by the dishwasher, but that's only like 110, but still
Yeah.
it wakes you up real quick.
You ain't kidding. And 110 can be more dangerous than 220 in a lot of ways. But you know what I was expecting when I got it all done and I've turned the light on the first time? I was expecting water, like on the Three Stooges, to run out and run down into the fixture there. But it didn't. The light actually came on and worked. I said, oh, shit, that works. So I tried all the plugs. They all worked.
It's funny. I can picture that happening though, where turn the light on and you're like, nice, awesome, it worked. And then you're like, yeah, good job. And then as soon as you like give high five or whatever, then it just goes, poof. The light bulb blows, all the power goes out.
Well, see, I kind of expected that. And when I went to first time I turned the breaker on, after we got everything wired up and all, and I was turning the breaker on, I had a stick that I was, turning that breaker on with, because I just knew when I got it on, it was going to blow up. But it didn't. And believe me, we had it grounded to where, you wasn't going to get no back charge from it. There's a place on the box, the breaker box, to run a ground wire from there down to whatever. So we got a big old steel, it's rebar. They use concrete, 1/2 inch long or wide, round, and drove it down in the ground, and then grounded the breaker box to hit, so that it wouldn't just be through the electric company stuff. It was grounded. The house itself was grounded.
Right.
I had this problem one time. We were we were just renting this house, and our TV got blew out 2 or 3 times, along with we had to replace our refrigerator. And I don't remember what light bulbs all through the house. Couldn't figure out what the heck was going on. We had electricians out there left and right. Nothing wrong. They couldn't find anything wrong with it. And one day I just had to be out in the yard. There's a light pole, out there, had the wire run to the house. And I leaned up against the pole for no particular reason. And I noticed the ground wire coming down from the pole and into the ground was broke right where it goes into the ground. And I said, well, son of a gun. You couldn't notice it. You wouldn't even know it was there unless it just Unless I'd have done that, I wouldn't have seen it. And so I called the light company, and they were out there in just a few minutes, and it didn't take them 5 minutes, and it was fixed. Never had another problem. But we lost, I don't know how many TVs, 2 or 3 of them, the refrigerator,
Yeah, I was
light
gonna say, it's
bulbs galore.
crazy because, and then calling different electricians out, they
Yeah.
couldn't figure. I mean, I'm sure you still had to pay trip charges or whatever.
Well, it wasn't. We were renting, so it didn't cost us anything for time for electricians.
Okay. But all right,
Landlord
but
paid
still
it.
the TVs and
Yeah.
refrigerator, and
Or they cost a fortune to place, or it did cost a fortune to place all those TVs and things, and the refrigerator. But
damn, I would have been pissed.
I wasn't
TV
none too
blowing
happy.
up because that would
Was
suck.
Well, see, we'd even called the light company out too to check things out, and they come out and checked everything. There's nothing wrong. There ain't nothing wrong. Well, they didn't check that wire, but I'm sure they checked it from as far as they could see it, at the top and down at the ground, but they didn't wiggle it or nothing. If they would wiggle it just a little bit, I mean the tiniest little bit, they would have seen where it was broke up there. Because what was happening undoubtedly is the pole, was, going back and forth a little bit, and over time, the copper wire was maybe 1/4 inch, if they ground it with, if that big. And over time, it just, kind of worked it in two. But it was perfect. I mean, if you didn't see it move, you would have never known it was broke. I wouldn't. I mean, and it was just an accident or God showing me, hey, fool, here's what's wrong with your electricity. Sure glad somebody showed me.
Yeah, that's the direction it's heading. That's for sure.
Won't be able to use anything if it keeps going the way it's going. Definitely agree with that.
Man, that's crazy to think about too, right?
Yeah, it is. And they're definitely trying to take us there. But I know Indy knows this, but I like to look on the bright side of things, and I believe that they're going to be stopped before we get to that point.
I hope
pray
so.
we are. I pray they're
Yeah.
stopped anyway before we get to that point.
Then it'd be the land of the free, home of the slave.
Well, we've always been slaves, that we just
Oh
hadn't
yeah,
known it.
that is true. Very true.
They've just been fooling us all these years.
Dang, Ronnie, you're up to 12 likes already.
But Travis Joe ain't liked yet. Have you liked my video over on my channel yet, Travis? If you
Yeah,
hadn't,
it's
go like it.
pinned. It's pinned at the top.
Yeah. He's got a good point there, too. Does anyone think we're experiencing the worst it could have been in order to wake up the normies? Exactly what I think.
Yeah.
And a few other things included, but that's waking up the normies, I think, is part of it. Well, go like it, Travis Joe. Do you ever like my videos, Travis? I bet he don't. He's there most of the time, but I bet he never likes them. Knowing Travis.
Wait a minute, Travis. I just have a question.
What the fuck?
You didn't like it?
Come on, Travis. Just this one time. Go like it, Travis. Whether you like it or
do
not.
it.
Yeah, you can do it. We love you a long time.
No, 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 no.
Now that one I like. You guys got a pretty neat laugh.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. What the hell you say?
What you say? And why did you ask? I don't know. So kiss my ass.
Oh,
So
New
that's
York, yeah, New York is. I went to New York when I was 21, and that's the only time I. Well, not the only time I, but New York City. That's the only time I've been there.
no, Travis Joe don't like ACs. Give him a thumbs down.
Is AC on? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he's
Oh yeah, yeah. You're up to 15 now. You just got three more in the last couple minutes.
wonderful, wonderful. I hope the men
Nice.
show up tonight.
And thank you everyone for liking this too at 49. Wow,
Wonderful, wonderful,
nice.
amazing. But I want to know why ain't it at 69?
Yeah, what he said.
All right, William. So long as you don't forget to like it when the show starts. Try to like it twice. I don't know if it's possible or not. But
If you have a backup channel, it is.
that's true. But even if you don't have one, try to like it twice. You have to hit
Right.
it 3 times, of course. Thumbs up button, that is.
Oh, now you're at 16. Nice. 'Cause
16.
you know
Go
what?
here, 17. Go here, 17.
My backup channel used to be just Steve Harloha 2, but you know what I named it? You know what it's called now?
You told me, but I forgot. I've got it wrote down.
It's
I had
backup
some-
channel.
The backup channel. That's right. No, I don't know how I could
Yeah.
have forgot that, but I'm gonna have to subscribe to that too. Backup
You-
channel. You were thinking hard what to name that, wasn't you?
Well, no, because I was like, Steve Harloha 2. It's just like, not original. And then I was like, a couple things I wanted to name it are already taken. So I'm like, shoot, what should I name? I'm like, what should I name my backup channel? And I was like, backup channel.
That's a pretty good name, if you ask me.
Put it in chat. Go away. There.
You know what? Last time I looked, Steve, I think I'm 4 away from 300 subscribers. Just 4. I guess I'd be 3 now since whoever it was subscribed earlier. I'm gonna have to look now. I got my own brain to wonder.
So, I don't know. This says you're at 289.
Well, really? Well, I went backwards again then.
Yeah, that's all right. Mine did today too. It's weird how I like go up 10, and then 2 hours later I'll look, and then it drops 6. It's like,
Yeah.
what? I don't get it.
The last time I looked, I know it was at 296, I believe. Either 294 or 296. But either way, it went backwards. I don't look real often, but going backwards, I mean, come on, it could stay even. I mean, stay.
Right? Yeah,
It was.
YouTube does it. YouTube takes. I don't get it. Cause I can't. I've never really went in and unsubscribed from anyone. It's like if you just stop watching them, you kind of stop getting notifications for them. But
Hey,
I've never went.
whatever happened to the Australian guy?
Renke?
No, well, him too, but crap, what was his name? I can't.
Gary Hawkins?
No, although him too, but oh crap, man, he lived right on the beach.
El Coro?
El Coro, yeah.
Ah, that's a good question. Whatever did happen to him?
Because when I lost my channels, I lost the sub to him, and I hadn't remembered the sub, and I just now thought about him.
My computer's actually. Try to go to his channel and look it up. And am I frozen? I'm frozen too.
Yeah, you're frozen, and your voice is sounding funky, like you're in a barrel or something.
Oh, there you go. I'm back. Does my
Yep.
voice still sound
No, it's
funky,
good
or is
now.
it? Okay.
It's good now.
Hell, that's
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, El Coro the Rock guy. That's him, Travis. He's a trip, man. I'm telling you. He was on.
That guy's cool. Cool. I really like that guy.
Yeah, he was on. He come on one night and on my channel, and I think you were on there too. And he was gonna. He was taking us somewhere to show us something. And I mean, he walked and walked and walked and walked and walked and walked.
Oh yeah, I remember that. He was. I think because we were talking about guns or something, and how they took Australia took all their guns away, and he's like, no, and he walked us to the gun store. I think
Yeah,
it was.
yeah. But I thought he was never going to get there. Damn, how far away are you? 1,000 miles?
Right.
Is it on the next in another country or what?
But he's like, no, it's just right up the road. It's like, what's right up the road to you, man?
I
Shit.
know. Right up the road, about 2,000 or 3,000 miles away. I'm going to do what Dakota said there and just give AC a piece of my mind.
Tell him to shut up and leave. Shut the hell up. I didn't know he was live. Let's see. Salt the Crackers live. Oh, I gotta go by Indies real quick and hit the lake over there. All right, that's done. Indy's got 7 likes now.
Let's see. I guess I'll like ACs. I shouldn't, but I did.
I don't know. I hit the live thing that shows everyone that's live, and it's not showing his.
Hey, he come right up on mine. He was on the very top row. Why did they put AC on the top row? You think he'd be on the bottom row?
He's not on the top row on mine. Oh, here he is. I found him.
Tell him to shut up.
Here we go. All right.
He's a read. AC's teaching class right now.
Shut the heck up.
Travis Joe put Ronnie's arm and says, "Shut up, AC."
Oh, yeah, shut the heck up, AC. There we go.
There's yours. And shut the heck up, AC. I can't wait till he starts reading these. This ought to be good. If they ever put a shut up and look at it.
Right, yeah, he's like just reading whatever he's reading. He's... I second what Ronnie said.
Oh, this is fun.
I hope everyone's having a wonderful day, and thank you for coming over after your stream, Ronnie and Steve.
After
The
what are you
underwriting
talking
of
about?
employment by the government, even though armament
After.
of public works,
That's what he
the
said.
underwriting of Social Security by the government, old age pensions, mother's pensions, unemployment insurance, and the like. The underwriting of food, housing, and medical care by the government.
Well, he didn't get it because he just seen that we were in there, and that's all right. Next time he comes in my chat and says, "Oh, shut the heck up," I'll just be like, "Hey, thanks for coming by."
Yeah. Yeah, act like you don't even notice what he said.
Right.
That's what I'm gonna start doing. Yep, I guarantee you, he'll be there tonight saying, "Shut up."
Oh yeah. Which is in 2 hours, right?
Yep, 2 hours from now.
Which is in 2 hours from now, and we are going on 2 hours. So this awesome show. is coming to an end.
No, y'all gonna hate that. That two of the handsomest guys or the two handsomest guys on YouTube and Rumble too, for that matter. Now the other ones I don't know about, but I'm just saying.
But if Ronnie's gonna go live again in 2 hours, he's got to maintain that beauty.
That's right. And y'all know me, I gotta have my beauty rest.
Yep, got to have a break.
Yeah. How long do you think it would take, Steve, for me to actually have enough rest to get any beauty?
To have enough rest to get what?
To get some beauty.
Oh,
To have any beauty at all. Think I'd sleep for 1,000 years? Or
for you, I'd say 12 hours.
is that all?
Yeah,
Maybe I'd find some extra strong sleeping pills then. Keep me
but you
sleeping.
have to dream about beauty though.
Hey, I would like that. If it was beautiful women, I'd be all for that. But if it's beauty for me, I don't know, I might be able to handle that. It says your name is Toby. I thought your name was Steve.
What's that?
It says your name is Toby.
Toby, where?
Right there.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where he is at, but
Toby's
whatever.
a good name. I'll take Toby. I could
Yeah.
pass as a Toby. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna try that. Next time I meet anyone, I'll be like, "Hey, Toby, nice to meet you."
Well, on your karaoke stream tomorrow night, tell everybody when somebody calls you Steve, say, "What are you calling me Steve for? I'm Toby."
Who's Steve?
Yeah,
This is Toby karaoke.
that's right. Wonder what would happen if you went in there and changed the name from Steve Harloha to Toby Harloha.
Yeah, I could too. But yeah, that's like would people that are subscribed and when they get a notification be like, "Who the hell is Toby? Why am I subscribed to this channel?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they might want to try you out. Just watch this, see what you're about. You never
I
know.
forget how that works too. I know you can change it, but like only so many times. Like only so many times a month or every 6 months or every year. I don't remember. But I've only changed mine once. Because originally my channel name was my actual name.
Oh, was it?
And then but before I did lives or made videos or anything, because I didn't even have subscribers, because I just went on to watch other people, you know.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
then when I started doing that, I was like, maybe I shouldn't keep my actual name.
You know
So
what?
then
If we'd have both started out, doing our shows on YouTube when while we were watching other people, there's no telling where we'd be now. We might be movie stars. You think?
you never know.
That's right. You could be a singer by
Yeah.
now.
We were so interested in theirs instead of growing ours, you know.
Absolutely. Now, and if we'd have done that, only God knows where we'd be. We may be needing 100 subscribers just to get back to even. You never know. Then again, we
You
might have a
never know.
million.
We could be like, hey Ronnie, you go on in 2 hours. All right. Well, after we end the show, I'm just going to jump in my private jet and fly over, and I'll do your show with you and sit next to you.
There you go. That's all it would take.
And then I'll tell Nina, I'll be like, I'll be home after Ronnie's show, and I'll just fly back, be back the next day.
Either to bring her with you. I mean, I'd have a penthouse to put y'all up in anyway.
Well, yeah. See, yeah, the guest house. you
Yeah,
know.
exactly. And the guest house would be much fancier than most people's homes.
Trust me, I just did work at one like 3 weeks ago. because I literally I went in and I was, wow, this like the whole back of the house is all glass and it's just Kailua Beach. Damn, and then I looked the other way and they got an underground pool, in-ground pool, sorry, not underground. And then on the other side of the pool, there's like another house. And I'm like, oh, is that the neighbors? And they're like, oh no, that's the guest house. It's like the guest house is way bigger than my like. But
You know what? I got to ask this question, Ben, as we're talking about pools and your house and everything. Whatever happened to the fund to get me to Hawaii to visit you is what I want to know. Remember that fund from a year or two ago, whenever it was? We
yeah,
started
what
the
did
fund.
happen to that?
I don't know.
I
don't know
think
if
we
it
only had $3 in it. But
Let's start.
but after 2 years with interest, it should at least be at $9 by now, right?
You'd think. You'd think. Or a little bit more, maybe 3.5, whatever. But
Right, with inflation, yeah, maybe 3.5.
if we don't hurry up, the airfare is going to cost so much. Well, by the time it gets to where what a airplane ticket would cost now, by that time we'll have flying cars. We won't have to worry about it.
Right.
I'll just jump on a car and I wonder if they're going to have gas stations or whatever in the air to fill up with. I
Yeah.
don't know how that would work.
How would that work?
Would it be like a UFO and not need no gas or anything?
Could be. Yeah, it might not even be a gas-powered vehicle, plane / car.
Yeah, may not need
Could
no
just run off
battery or
pure
anything.
energy.
Yeah, from the ether or whatever. That's how it would have to work. And that
The
way,
free energy we're supposed to be getting anyway, right?
yeah, exactly. But I would need an autopilot, so and a little, at least where my chair would lay back and I could take a nap while I'm on the way.
Cruise control.
Yeah, something like that. So I could.
That reminds me. Oh man, we'll have to watch that next Sunday, because I'll have to find it. But I found this a few weeks ago. I found this video, and I think it was from the 50s, but it was how they thought the future was going to be. Like, in 50 years from now, there'll be flying cars and da-da-da. And there's this whole video from the 50s on it. And it was good. Too bad it didn't turn out the way they thought it was. But
You know what? I saw a video here not too long ago, and I don't know if it was fake or not. You could tell it was old, but it was black and white and real grainy, and it was said to be from the 50s, and they said they had flying cars back then. And there was he even showed an advertisement at I think it was like a Buick or whatever dealership, and they were advertising flying cars. You just step on, get on, and it's kind of had a little deal, kind of like a motorcycle handle. It wasn't handlebars that you held on to. It wasn't a steering wheel or anything, but just something you could hold on to, and you stood on it, and it took off, and up in there you went. Have you ever seen it? Go ahead.
I wonder if you watched the same one that I'm talking about. Damn it! Now I kind of want to find it real quick, just not to watch the whole thing, but I don't remember what I saved it under. Shit. Nah,
I don't
it'll
know.
take me too long.
It was actually there's actually a video out there somewhere. I've seen it. I wish the hell I would have saved it, but I didn't. But I wouldn't doubt it any, because I do believe in free energy, and I do. Well, there's no doubt that the UFOs are, some of them anyway, are real, and they're not flying on gas or batteries or anything. So somehow or another, they know how to defeat the energy gravity field of the Earth, and so that's what they're doing. somehow or another.
Exactly, yeah, because there's definitely not gas powered or
No. Hey, L. Skinner, hello. How you doing
hey
today?
Skinner. Aloha.
Been a while since I seen you, L. Good to see you, L.
Oh, here we go. It might be under here.
I'm gonna grab a pack of cigarettes right quick.
Oh, okay. And I'm just trying to find this what did I
Flying
put it
car.
under?
You didn't put it under flying car?
Nah, I can't see. It's like one of those things. I did it, and now I can't remember. I probably forgot 2 seconds after I did it.
Another Ronnie.
Trailer. Wow, now I'm looking at all these that I saved. I don't. These are old. I got to go through this and get rid of some of this crap.
You know what, Steve? I can actually be talking about something and in the middle of a sentence forget what the hell I was saying.
Yep, I do that a lot too.
What the hell is wrong with me? I must be getting what's that old age thing? Not old age-itis. Might as well be, but whatever the hell it's called. It can get frustrating, I can tell you that. Flying car. Exactly, William.
Damn, I can't. I'll have to look later. But no, I was actually doing that the other day, Ronnie. I was saying something, and halfway through, and I just stopped, and I'm like, I lost it. I have no idea what I was just gonna say.
And I do it all the time, literally. I ain't kidding you. I could be making what I think is one hell of a point and forget halfway through my sentence what the hell the end of the sentence is going to be about. What was I thinking? What was I going to say? Sure makes you mad sometimes. And it also can be embarrassing.
Oh yeah, it's
As Popeye likes to say, he was embarrassing. Embarrassing. I think it's Popeye that said that. Found it yet? Steve's
no, I can't remember what I saved it under, and dang it, that sucks. And then if I go under my history, it's gonna take even longer because that was almost a month ago.
The only way I can save anything or do save anything is if I send it to my email. That's where everything goes, to my email. And you know how it is with email. Sometimes you got to go back 1,000 pages to find something from yesterday.
Yep, yeah, because if you get all that's why I used to never check my email at all, but lately it's like people are like, "Oh, I emailed you, you didn't get it." So I've been trying to check it more often, but
Yeah, me too. But still, I mean, if you don't check it every couple of hours, I mean, things will get going quick because of all that crap that comes in. And I do mean crap.
if
Where's the missus at today, by the way?
oh,
Oh,
she's right there. She was getting ice, that's why I muted it. But
hello, Nina.
Hello.
There's the missus. Hello. How you doing?
Getting me a drink. Just chilling, like a
Just
villain. Hey, everyone.
Chilling like a villain. I heard that.
Not a villain.
Oh, what'd you
Chilling.
say?
Chilling like a villain.
Oh, okay.
Villain. I watch movies about villains, but I'm not one.
Well, I asked Steve last night about Beautiful Eve, and he says she wasn't around y'all right now. I said, well,
Yeah,
darn.
she's in AZ right now.
AC.
AZ being lazy.
Hadn't seen her in a long time. Tell her I asked about her. And
Okay, I will.
now, Mister. Oh. See, I can't flirt with you, Nina, because your old man's sitting right there.
Hey, Ed. Hello, Travis Joe. Indy, beautiful Indy. William Kramer. Aloha.
Yeah,
Ed,
see, I'm already back to July 24th, and I still haven't found it. So,
what are you looking for?
this video from the 50s.
Well, you got a lot to look back, not just July.
But
That's going to take you a
no,
long time.
I thought I saved it, but
It's that
because plus
flying.
too with the videos, it's both of us, so it's not just video, it's videos I watch, videos she watch.
Oh, yeah. And I think she thought you was looking back all the way to the
To the
50s.
50s.
Yeah. When you're looking for a flying car from the 50s.
But
Well, you remember these things where, Steve, the videos, I mean, I've seen, I don't know how many of them, where there'd be people taking videos of them, and it'd be somebody up in the sky just floating along. It looks like they're on some kind of a flying car. I mean, I don't know what else you'd call it. But at first, people thought they were witches or whatever, flying on a broom, but you clearly wasn't a broom, whatever it was.
right,
They were standing on something and just floating along. I saw, I don't know how many of those videos. And so I think that some people could accidentally have those. I'm not saying they do exist. I'm saying it's possible. Some people do have them. I wouldn't mind having
I wouldn't be surprised.
me either. You know what? It'd be my luck though if I got one. It'd be a lemon, and as soon as I got up in the air high enough, it would go out and fall and kill me. Let's hope it has a good shock absorber on it in case something like that happens. On all of it.
I'm trying to find that other one now because you just made me think of that UFO stuff. The like we were talking about, like they had something on their feet and they just like were standing, but
Yeah, they were standing, and it looked like they was riding. I mean, you could tell they were standing on something, and it looked like kind of like a motor scooter. And some of them that I've seen. Now, some of them you can't tell what they're on, but all of them, they're just floating along, not going very fast. They're going.
Do you know how people have addictions, drugs, cigarettes, alcohol? This is my addiction.
all the good stuff.
I have to have at least 2 of these a day.
A cupcake, any particular kind?
Um, not, not necessarily, just anything sweet. Oh, let me show you another one. Hold on.
Shit, everything's froze up. All right.
Y'all don't pay no mind to Steve. He just mesmerized by himself. He does it from
Uh,
time
it's,
to time.
it's froze up. Well, not me, or I am froze up again. Shit.
Yeah, you are.
Dang it.
That's why I said you're mesmerized.
But we were talking earlier too about how
Oh, you're
this
fine.
yeah, how the
There you are.
StreamYard and a lot of people's internet.
Oh yeah. Oh, you got a whole bunch of them, don't you? Well, you ain't got to worry about not
This is the
not getting a
country.
fix. You got your fix there for a while.
Yeah, I have an addiction. But
My
actually,
goodness.
I these are the Oreos, and I
That was
take them
pretty.
to like my grandson's baseball game and stuff. But tomorrow I'm gonna get my oil change, and I usually give it to like people like that.
Well, are those just Oreos, or what's else in there?
This is an Oreo cookie, and there's Oreo. Let me just take this out. And I have a party this Saturday. They ordered two trays, which has 2 dozen in a tray. So this is just like my side, but then I'm also addicted to it too. So there's an Oreo on top,
Uh-huh.
A mini Oreo.
a mini
Uh-huh.
Oreo, and then it's like a devil's
So-
like a chocolate cake. Chocolate cake.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm pretty wild about cupcakes myself. So yeah, that looks good.
No, I'm okay.
He
I
doesn't,
don't really eat
he
sweets.
doesn't like sweet.
Boy, I do
Mm.
too darn much. Well, if I could, I'd take me a big old bite.
It's good stuff. I already had one. This is my second, so this is all I can have per day. The doctor said I can only have 2 per day.
I try not to eat too much of them because I know it's not good for you. But man, I do love sweets. I mean, it's just the honest truth.
This is a new recipe for the icing too. I used to use um lard. What do you call those? Oil, the lard, the fat, like crisco oil. But this is just butter. It's a new recipe. Anyway, sorry to interrupt you guys' conversation.
Didn't interrupt us. Steve just looking for that flying car. That's it.
Yeah, I'll have to look for it during the week and have it for next week.
Sounds good, bro.
Have it for oh, that's right. I switched the pinned message for Indy's stream tomorrow. But let's see. I gotta go or can someone else drop Ronnie's link again for his live? That is in 1.5 hours. Because now you're at 16 likes.
Is that all? Come on. Sure, y'all do better than that.
Make that over 20. But I need the link again. Hey, Double Dog. Aloha. But, all right, I'm sure someone will drop it in chat. But we're at 2 hours and 20 minutes, so we went over our time.
Yeah,
But next week, are we going to do it next week on your channel, Ronnie?
that sounds good to me.
All right, so next Sunday, same time?
It should work.
Same time, different channel. But it'll still be the same show.
Yep. Just the same old talking show. Maybe we'll have to get Mr. Charlie on here next time. You think we get that
And then
lucky?
I can put it in my community page too to
Right on.
remind people.
Right on. Well, it's been fun, Brother Steve.
It has, always is. And next week I'll find that video I was talking about.
All right.
I will have it ready.
All right, D-Dog. Hello, D-Dog. What's up? Good to see you. Well, I guess I'm going to sign on off and get on out of here and try to get, my beauty rest for mine. It's ready to kick off.
All right. Yep. And everyone make sure that you go to Ronnie's channel too. 1.5 hours. He'll be live.
Be great.
And sweet. So then until next time,
See y'all all again.
everyone have a beautiful morning, beautiful day, beautiful afternoon, beautiful evening, beautiful night, whatever it may be, wherever you are. Much love, much aloha. And most importantly, God bless.
Absolutely.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan. Your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the fucking hours it takes to get some power. Don't be fucking sour. Take a cold shower. Scream until you're louder. Work until you're prouder. And fuck all the doubters. They're just fucking downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm pissed off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
Every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flags. American flags. American flags. And every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flags. But every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flags.